audio has made you quiet, Mykiel.
I
Hang
hear
on.
the audio,
Yes,
but I still just looking at the title screen.
that is correct. Mykiel, you have died.
Do I know that I'm dead?
You do. You are swirling around at a pit of nothingness. Darkness, nothingness, same thing.
Is it the same feeling I got when I turned into the Emperor?
No, that time you weren't dead, just falling back in past memories. This time, you know you're dead. You died. And you know who killed you?
Hmm, that is unfortunate. That's a setback.
You know who got you killed?
That stupid hippie druid.
It was Anymore. After looking for James, Anymore's pretty much god, got you and James killed, along with Frankenbeans. Everything you grew to basically come back to enjoy has been taken from you, and you're dying, or you're dead already. And then you fall on your ass, basically. And you can stand up on this solidified shadow.
Mykiel is expecting to see the demon that is probably going to take his soul.
You stand up and you do see your demon Sokolov staring deep at you. I assume you can see it.
I see it.
He looks at you, his metal jaw unclenched. So, looks like you failed.
Yeah, that actually happened way sooner than I was expecting it to.
Well, I don't want the fun to end just yet. Do you?
I wouldn't call it fun, but no, I do not want my journey to end.
Watching your suffering is surely fun for me. Well, I can give you back your life, but it will come at a great cost. No more memory here, memory there. The price is non-negotiable. I will take all of your memories. You will still remember how to fight, how to cast spells, how to function as a human. But any supplementary memories, memories of people, places, anything from that will be erased forever. In
What
my
of my
stomach.
goals and ambitions?
And what is your goal and ambition?
To rule the Shadow Realm, obviously.
Sure, I will let you keep your goal and ambition. But you will remember not of what the Shadow Realm truly is, or where it lies, or even the level of threat.
Will I remember you?
No. See, that's the fun part. I get to stay inside you, and you won't even know about it.
I don't know. Is it really worth living again if I'm just a shell of the man I once was?
No, but that's it. You won't be a shell, because you won't even remember there being anything. It's essentially a new start for you, a new life, if you will, and you can make of it however you want. Think
You
about
mean roll the die? If I do not have the events that formed who I am now, then I could end up being nothing but a worthless baker.
it. That is true. But think of it like this. You weren't always this way. You did have a family back then. You had all these happy memories. And then
Exactly.
tragedy
And
turned you into this. How wouldn't it be wonderful to just not have that tragedy anymore? To not even remember what it was like to start again.
the tragedy, the events of one's life, is what directs them in life.
Then you
Whether
might.
you see it or not, my past is directly connected to my future.
Well, then, I suppose you'll have to find a new future and form a new past. What can I say? I'm offering you a once in a lifetime deal. You can accept, or you can become part of my stomach.
You know me well enough to know I never take the first deal.
Oh,
I will concede to the memories. I will let you enjoy my fumbling about. I have one request.
name it.
Give me a beacon, someone I know that will have my back and be a supporting pillar, as it were. Obviously, I know I cannot ask for any of my servants, but Frank and Beans could easily support me to make sure that I don't die or become something as feeble as a baker, while not influencing me in a way that you will find unfun.
Ah, so not a minion, but a comrade, maybe.
A companion.
I cannot grant you Frankenbeans, as he is part of your past, and I can't risk you having the potential to remember. That being said, I could toy with the life of another, make them not indebted, but have an urge to see you well, and I don't know, just help you go through life, I suppose, and make things interesting for the both of us.
I guess that sounds like the best I am going to get. I would have preferred Frank and Beans even if his memory was altered. But I get your point, even though I do not like being a nothing but entertainment to you.
Yeah, then foster your hatred, if you can remember it, and try to take on the shadow world when you're stronger.
Yes, strength.
It is the duty of the strong to prey
Will
upon the
I
weak.
still have any connections to the Shadow Realm? Will I still have some of the powers that have kept me alive so long?
Not at beck and call as they once were. They will be locked away in your subconscious. Maybe, maybe eventually you'll be able to unleash them once more.
And what of my name? Will I at least remember that?
You will remember you not as you were, but as what you went by to your comrades for some time. What was it again? Saruman.
Saruman the White.
Saruman the White.
So Mykiel will always be stripped from my very soul.
Always no, but locked away deep in your subconscious.
Very well.
Excellent. So you accept.
Say my name!
I accept the current terms.
Ah. And just one more thing. What may seem like minutes here may very well be years out there.
That is fine. It's not like I have any connections to those that are currently living, and even if I did, it sounds like you would have manipulated it so that I did not come to interfere with them anyways.
Aw, have I gotten predictable?
You've always been predictable.
such, such fight in you. Step forward.
I mean, it's not hard to have fight. It's not like I have anything to lose.
Step forward. Be seeing you, Saruman. And the demon kind of like spits a loogie on his hand, and like it turns to like shadow instantly, and he like stretches it out, and then just covers you in it, and everything goes black.
Ah, lovely.
Yes, blackness. is all you were able to see. And now I need not blackness.
Should have totally tried to get a tower out of the deal.
Yeah, we don't need music for this part. Saruman. You can see the map, right?
I can see the the what's it called town.
Fendover. You wake
Yeah.
up in a bed that's not your own. You wake up not knowing, how you got here.
Do I even know that it's not my own?
I mean, you swear it's not your own. You don't remember going to bed in it.
But do I know what bed is my own?
No. What bed is your own? Where even are you?
Better yet, who am I?
You are Saruman. Saruman the White. Other than that, you're not really sure. You know you have these abilities to cast spells, and from the looks of your,
Oh crap! Do I still remember my patron?
Who is your patron?
The Undying Ones.
You can still use their magic, but you don't really remember them specifically.
So I don't know where I got my magic. I know I have magic
Right.
and I can use it, but I don't know what bonds I've formed or
Right.
what responsibilities I have to it.
Correct.
Okay.
So, looking at your pristine regal white robes that are stained a bit red on the back area, you can look. You have like arrows all through you and stuff, or arrow marks. You can make out their arrow marks. It seems that maybe you are of a higher rank, and more of a higher position, higher privilege. Looking at the near the wall, sorry, looking at the wall near the door, you can see this ornate glass staff resting against it, and you swear that must be yours. Looking as you sit up, you feel an aching bit of pain around your back area as you can see some kind of stitches kind of where used to be there, as if they've been healed up now.
Do I search my belongings?
Searching your belongings, you don't quite find any gold. You didn't, maybe you never had any, but you do find, this book, this shadowy book, this water skin, some things of food, all this in a backpack, and some daggers. Ooh.
Do I see my book of shadows?
You do. That's what I said. It's basically a
Okay.
shadowy book.
I read my book of shadows to
Reading this book of shadows
better
is,
understand my magic again.
it's all in this arcane language that you can comprehend. That you, for some reason, it doesn't quite tell you, how you got these powers, but it does inlay in detail how to use some of them. It does basically tell you what they are, but not where you got them or how you got them.
Well, are my instructions for how to inscribe new ones in there from my subcategory?
You mean like the ability to take a ritual spell and put it in or something?
Yeah, so because I have the Book of Ancient Secrets, I can I pretty much know how to inscribe rituals in my book.
Right, yeah. So the instructions on how to do that is still written in there. So the instructions to how to do things are in there. You just don't know how or where you got these powers from. This is a very quiet room. It's not super small, but it's not big. It's pretty average.
Do I still have like normal understanding?
Yeah, that's right. That's why I made sure the demon said you can understand how to fight combat. You understand daily
So
function.
so would I know to check to see if it looks like the door can be secured, if it looks like maybe I'm being detained, or
Right,
if
yeah,
I
you
would
can
know
look
if
at
this
that.
was more of
It's
a hospital.
You just wouldn't have any like supplementary memories. You wouldn't have any memories personhood or personality. So like you can still function in daily life. So sure, if you want to look at something specific, just let me know. And
So I look to see if I can tell roughly the kind of room I'm in. Am I in a something that would be considered a hospital, or
roll
maybe something?
perception. This room looks almost like it looks like a room someone built to try to simulate home. So not a home. It's not a home. It's not somewhere people live, but it does seem like it's trying to simulate that feeling of a home, but in room format.
So not a tavern.
So yeah, kind of like an inn, but an inn, just
I
without.
check to see if the door is locked or secured in any way.
So you get out of bed, and as you do that, you kind of your legs are a bit wobbly, as if you've been in bed for a long time. You know, it's kind of hard to walk. I need you to make me a dexterity, not dex, Constitution saving throw. You manage to successfully stumble towards the door as your legs, you start getting back into the groove of it, though they're still a bit wobbly. Your back still aches from where you had previous injuries, though you're not sure how you got them or what they're exactly from, but you can pretty much assume they're from arrows, is what they would look like. Grasping your hand on the doorknob, you can turn it a bit, and you feel that it's not locked.
Hmm. Am I dressed, or do I just see my robes?
You are dressed. You are dressed. The staff is by the door though.
I grab my things,
Mhm.
and then before venturing out, I check to see if I can feel what my affinities in magic are. Because going through my book, I noticed that there's ones of holy virtue, and then some of the dead, and some of shadow.
Roll Arcana. So you can't quite grasp what your affinity is, though you do know that, it. You're what you do feel that perhaps something involving morality or not or the forces of good and evil are kind of what spells you most pertain to. I think that fits
Great.
for the shadow
Just a
stuff.
little bit of everything. All right, got it.
As you take the time to do that, roll perception. You hear steps as if like coming upstairs, and it seems like they're approaching your room in particular.
I take a hold of my glass staff, and I do not make it look like I'm ready to attack, but I stay in a ready stance so that I can react to whatever comes through the door.
You do that. After a few seconds, the door opens, and there's this man with pointy ears, possibly an elf from what looks like it. Could be a half elf though, or any other version of elf, uh, or even not an elf. Perhaps it's just some dude with pointy ears. You don't know. It's probably enough though. He's not even looking. He kind of opens the door, like with like when people do like holding something, so they like open it with their backs turned, kind of like a door, and they open it as they walk in, kind of backwards, and he turns around, walking in, and looks, and he like lifts his head up, and he sees you, and he doesn't drop the tray. This tray, it contains what looks to be IV. You wouldn't know that, but it looks to be some kind of liquid in a tube. And once you see that, you can make a reasonable assumption that it could, like, he's gonna do something with it. Obviously, can you roll uh, history to see if you can recall perhaps what this is used for?
Is it not a medicine or anything like that?
Medicine. That'd be a better check. I'll take the higher of the two, so it doesn't matter. But roll medicine.
Or we can just roll
Yeah.
the same.
So looking at it, you can tell this is some sort of medicinal things that people use. You can't quite remember what it's used for, but when you like look at your hands, you can see like puncture marks as if something's been like flown into it. So you can make the reasonable assumption that this has been pumping into you, but it's probably not bad for you. It's probably what's been keeping you alive, honestly. if you've been out long, you've been out long. You know that, you just don't know how long. And the man looks at you, and he like has this mask on his face though. This I don't know if I call it wooden, but it's some sort of material that you can't quite reasonably tell from just what it looks like. And he looks at you and he goes, "Ah, you're finally awake. I was wondering if you would ever wake up."
Greeting. Yes, I woke up just a few moments ago.
I see. Do you have a name?
I go reaching for a name, and the only one I can come up with is I go by Saruman the White.
Saruman the White. A title. I have not heard of you. I am Demiurge.
I do not know what the title signifies, but it definitely is ingrained in with my name.
Well, do you have any recollection of how you got to be as injured as you were when I found you?
He racks his brain, and after a moment of coming up blank, he shakes his head. No, I cannot remember anything other than a name and vague concepts of social standards, fighting, studying, just very vague everyday things.
Well, allow me to tell you what I found. You may stop me if this gets too overwhelming for you as you just woke up. You appear to be of greater age than I am, so I do not mean any disrespect. You, when I found you, you were alone. Not necessarily. You were the lone survivor, if you would. You were barely alive. When I found you, you were in a group. There was this two-headed dog, a hellhound, I think it would probably be, that had arrows fired all over it. It seems that you might have been riding it as you kind of like were in the position that as the dog fell over dead, you kind of got flung off, and you had arrows all through your back. There was also a man, uh, bearded, middle-aged, wearing black robes. He also came to a similar fate as arrows fired in him. But you, when I checked all around, you were the worst of it. You seemed like you were robbed. I saw no gold on you. I saw equipment missing that really you should have had. Maybe you just never had the equipment in the first place. But it seems like you've been there for quite a while, yet you still were clenching on to this last bit of life. So I took it upon myself to bring you back to an inn and pay for your stay, because, well, I'm going to be honest, friend, you seem capable of magic. Am I correct in my assumptions?
I believe you are. I do not know which way my magic leans, but I feel that if I were to try to cast something, my instincts would kick in.
Ah,
However, I get the vague feeling that, especially after reading my book, some of it is not the kind of stuff you cast indoors.
I see. Well, you won't find many who admit to knowing magic after the incident that happened quite recently. Uh, I am sure you have no idea what I'm talking about, as you've been out, but so let me.
But let me just interject really quickly.
Of
How
course.
long ago did you find me?
What is it? It's been many, many moons. I'd say perhaps 2 years ago.
So the bodies of those I traveled with would be long gone.
I'm afraid so. I did take it upon myself to give them a proper burial, though I used the same hole for all.
I appreciate it. Did it happen to look like we were part of anything? Any insignia? Any
No,
town
there was
markings?
no anything to differentiate you between anything, but it did seem like you were together at the very least, but that's as much as I know, I'm afraid.
And you mentioned arrows. Was it at all clear who the attackers were?
I'm afraid not. The arrows that I found looked to be of conditions that I am not even aware of. They appear to be like handcrafted, each one of them from I don't know. They just had this weird sense of power to them, as if they had some kind of supernatural being craft them.
I see.
Perhaps just perhaps you became the unfortunate victims of a highway band of robbers or mercenaries who seemed to want what you had and used whatever means they could to get it. I could not say.
But didn't you suggest that the others were not as mugged or in the same condition as I?
That is correct, though, again, you were with just a dog and another middle-aged man. That middle-aged man had nothing of note either, but he looked like he didn't have much to begin with. He carried around a book, which was still there, but that was about it.
Would that book have been saved?
No, I did not see a reason to save his book.
Mykiel kind of pats where he has his Book of Ancient Secrets. For future reference, books can hold many things.
I see. Though I wouldn't be surprised if you wouldn't find anybody willing to give up the fact that books have magic. Like I said before, after the incident a while back, mages in general don't seem to be willing to step forward. Out of fear, mostly.
Are there hunts?
Witch hunts for these mages? Oh, quite. I'll,
Witch hunts, just general stereotypes that one would be.
I would not go around claiming you know magic, old one.
I understand, and I appreciate the warning. I'm more concerned about, at least my general recollection is, I am dressed and hold myself in a manner that back in my time would definitely scream magic user.
Well, thankfully,
Are people prone to looking at people in robes with staves and assuming
believe it or not,
certain things?
believe it or not, friend, mages around here are not usually the wealthy type. They do not wear such regalia as yours. In fact,
So,
the only reason I really
well,
assumed you were a magic user is because that staff.
so bottom line is, if I were to go out in public like this, would I have a great chance of being abducted, or as long as I watch my tongue, should I be safe?
As long as you're around me and watch your tongue, you should be relatively safe. But just be on the extra caution in case.
I see.
Would you like
Thank
to
you.
know what happened so you could get a better grip of why these mages are hunted, so you know how to carefully disconnect yourself from such?
I feel like information used to mean a lot to me. I don't know why, but yes, I will take any information you can relay.
Very well. A few months back, I can't seem to recall how long it's been now. It some unknown mages, I'll assume, summoned portals to hell, basically. And many, many, many demons came through and slaughtered tons of people. They have now blended into society. Really, they could possess about anybody, but the strongest of hosts are mages themselves. So demons that have come out from hell seek to now possess mages and use their power to grow stronger and I assume take over this world, but I could be wrong on that. I'm not a demon myself. I don't really know. But with how many demons there are, it would be no surprise if more than half of the mages in this world have been possessed already. And so you will not find a mage willing to be like, I am a mage, because they probably will be executed on fears of being a demon.
Is there any way to check for possession?
We have not found a way yet. You see, anyone who could be the demon is so deep within inside the soul of each person, each target, that there is no real way to know. Even when we kill one, there is no way to know if a demon lurked inside of them, unless a demon truly wished to expose itself. Because if we kill a host, the demon will not die. The demon can simply reside in the host's body for as long as it wants. The demon is safe. So if we kill one, there is really no way for us to know. Of course, some people have claimed that throwing the body in fire, inferno, immediately after killing is a surefire way, but from my experience, that has not always been accurate. For some demons don't even care about fire. They can hide in the flames themselves. There is no surefire way yet. So, really, there's no way
Do
to
you know where
distinguish.
the Do you know where the bodies were buried that I was with?
I'm afraid it's been 2 years. I do not recall.
Mykiel's browsing through his book and kind of shakes his head. I see. That's a shame. We may have been able to get some answers.
Apologies. As I said, the reason I kept you alive and didn't just leave you is because I need your help. With your magical abilities and my trust that you are not a demon, because you have been out longer than the invasion, I need your help to now rid this world of demons. Pretty much. He seems kind of sketchy, as if he's hiding something. After all, he did just say he needs your help to get rid of the demons that outbroke a couple months ago, but he saved you 2 years ago.
Why save me then if you didn't need my help at the time? And Mykiel watches him closely.
Well, of course, that's because you can never be too sure. Perhaps this would have happened, and I just needed a way just in case. Can you roll insight?
Oh, shit!
You can't, because of his mask, there's really no way to tell on facial features if he's telling the truth or not. But from just his tone, it doesn't seem like he's lying.
I stare at him as if trying to read him. Do I happen to get any kind of, like, instinctual pull on anything?
Because of the mask, no. And when I mean mask, I don't mean like a face mask that covers like the bottom
No,
of your face.
I get what you're saying. I am asking if I feel my magical instincts triggering that I may or may not know to cast a certain thing that might let me see something.
Roll Arcana. You do not sense magic specifically, as if this man could cast it, but you do sense some sort of otherworldly being, as it were.
Okay, so what I was asking is, do I still have weird insight, and would my instincts notice? Oh, I'm sad now.
But you do.
That's what I was trying to get at.
You do sense some sort of otherworldly presence coming from this man, though. Whatever that could be, it could literally just be a druid, because they're.
Mykiel nods. I'm willing to help, but in the future, you can tell me anything. It will make our jobs easier. As seen as how I do not recall anything. I have no oaths. I am bound by no laws. I hold no reason to judge you. Just keep that in mind next time I ask something that may be relevant to the future ongoings or goals of this little venture.
I see. Can you hear me okay? With the accent I do?
Yeah, the
Okay.
accent's fine, but occasionally Discord decides to cut in and out, and that's
Ah, apologies. He goes, well, do you think you are fit to take on some tasks?
it depends what you mean. I don't know if you could tell, but my body is in absolutely no state for chores.
I know that, but the sooner you get out, the sooner your body will become
Oh,
it
I
should.
agree,
The,
but
the, the,
definitely more academic
correct.
type
Well,
tasks would be more to my
the
speed.
town master recently put out a bounty board. Really, it's a job board containing many jobs in different locations that we could do for gold. And since you had no gold on you, and I've been spending mine to make sure you stay alive, I, I'd assume that this would be a good opportunity to get to know each other's skills in a situation where we might have battle. It might just be goblins saying, it might be mowing lawns. My point is, it would give us more of a chance to get to know each other's tactics more and see how we work well together.
Mykiel nods. That would be good. I would like to test the waters, as it were. As I said, I have a general recollection of how to cast, but I cannot recall exactly what it looks like.
Very well. You are in the town of Fandelva. Fandolin, sorry, Fandelver's the. You are in the town of Fandolin. In case I forget to really say as much. You are at an inn. I've been reserving your room for the past 2 years.
It was a very long time. Was there no medical services offered in this town?
Friend, the townspeople seem to harbor a certain disdain towards you, and I have not been able to find out why.
I see. Do you feel it's because they suspect I'm a magic user, or did you get the vibe that it was more personal?
From the vibes around town, both.
That is not helpful.
No, it is
And
not.
that is definitely concerning.
Yes, but I have vouched for you, so they won't do as much as long as they don't have proof. And honestly, doing this job might open their eyes towards your good nature. If you have that, I'm not quite sure. But I think it would be good for many reasons to attempt.
Very well. Mykiel stretches like he's getting ready
Oh,
to go out.
some of your bones creak and crack as you feel that. Like, oh,
He kind of like pushes his arm together to get like a feel for his physical strength, which he knows is terrible.
oh, your physical strength is absolute ass.
But he tries like push thing. He looks to see how strong he
Is
feels.
that a 0?
That is a 0.
You you like almost disconnect your shoulder just by like pulling on it a bit. Just because not because you're strong like that, but because of how weak your muscles are. Like
Oh,
you frailty of age, the 2 years of inactivity, or maybe you are just that weak. You are not quite sure, but something tells you that you are this weak.
yeah. So so I guess one good important question at this point is uh seeing as how I will probably be a backliner on our group here, are you good at the physical arts?
I am equipped to handle such tasks. Yes, I have been a mercenary for many years. I take on odd jobs and stuff, but yes, I am more of the upfront.
That is good. On a side note, basic physical jobs might not be a bad idea for me to do because I am completely out of shape. It feels like I could break my bone just by picking up that chair.
Very well. When we get to the job board, I'll let you pick out whatever job you seems most pleasurable to you.
Very well. I will follow you. And with that, Mykiel makes sure he has everything on his person and like bows his head to lead.
All right. Let me make sure. So you follow him outside. Let me just make sure this is here so I know what to do. There's a... Okay, so there's starting ones you can do, and then follow-up ones you can do at later points.
So how much do I know as for my end goal? Like, so Mykiel knew that he wanted to eventually reach the level of essentially like god of death. He knew his goal was eventually to kind of control life and death at one point.
Pretty much right now, all you really know is you feel this want to control the shadowy depths of magic. You want to like rule over the
and
shadow.
He's still drawn by knowledge, right?
Absolutely.
He very much still wants to. Okay, so that's essentially the only real like tether that holds Mykiel together right now is his thirst for knowledge and his thirst or his desire to reach a level that he's not sure what level that is, but he knows it's great. And possibly shadowed in darkness?
Something like that.
Okay. Because I need to know kind of how to play Mykiel. I need to know.
I hope I'm doing pretty all right for what it is.
No, you're doing good. The problem is, and we kind of went over this with was it Bird or Answee's character that was amnesia? Yeah. The problem with, and that's why I tried to like at least make it so I do have at least that goal.
And you do.
Is without it, I would have no reason for Mykiel to move forward. Right. And we definitely want that. So Mykiel right now has the priority of getting his body hopefully in order. Since he doesn't remember anything, he's assuming that all of his body degradation is because of the time and not that he was just a weak bastard to begin with.
Right.
So he's going to try to work on his physical strength while also harnessing his spells. He feels like he can use them, but he knows that mastery is all about instinct, and it's not all there right now.
There are 3 quests posted. Give the players the card for these quests so that they can choose which to pursue. These don't seem like... So these are starting quests, and then you can have even more versions? From what I'm gathering? Right.
Where's my doggo?
You don't have them.
I made a deal to get something.
You did. Demiurge.
What? That is not what I wanted. I wanted like an actual like pet companion.
I know what you wanted.
I hate you. This is why you don't make deals with devils.
All right. Show the poster map of Fendel to the players. So I should give you the handout for, if there is one. I don't think there's a handout for Fendelver. I think it means just put you on the map. Nestled in the rocky footholds of the snow-capped Sword Mountains, the mining town of Phandalin, which consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings. Crumbling stone ruins surround the newer houses and shops, showing how this must have been a much larger town in centuries past. Phandalin's residents are quiet, hard-working folk who came from the distant cities to eke out a life amid the harsh wilderness. They are farmers, stonecutters, blacksmiths, traders, prospectors, and children. The town has no walls and no garrison, but most of the adults keep weapons within easy reach in case the need for arms should arise. Visitors are welcome here, particularly if they have coin to spend or news to share. The Stonehill Inn, which you were just at the center of the town, offers modest lodging and meals. A couple of doors down from the inn, posted outside the townmaster's hall, is a job board for adventurers. And that is where Demiurge seems to be going.
Oh, by the way, Mykiel remembered something while reading his book.
What?
There's a little doodle on one of the pages of his like awesome wizard tower of his dreams, and he recalls that he wants a wizard tower.
Sure. You feel an innate urge to just have a wizard tower.
Okay,
But
sweet.
you probably
Right.
shouldn't spread that around because that'd be pretty much admitting you're
Yeah,
a wizard.
apparently being a wizard is bad, which makes Mykiel or Saruman, whatever his name is going to be now, wonder if these jobs are going to be really tricky if he cannot use magic, and yet he is super, super weak. He'll just have to be careful no one's around, I guess.
When a player when they leave, okay. So I should keep that open just in case. So I like how it tells me like these three things are there the first time you come here. But then the thing that actually tells me what to read has like 6 fucking different things that are all not part of that.
All right.
So I'm trying to find out which one that I should do. Right, so I should hand you the things it says. Correct. Yes. So, and then later I guess we can do, I assume. Okay, so there's quests and there's tales, from what I'm assuming. So there's basically rumors, and then there's like specific jobs themselves, is what I'm
So the jobs
assuming.
themselves will give us actual stuff guaranteed as long as we complete them, whereas the rumors might lead us to something, but it's a gamble.
That's what I'm assuming. Yes, that's what it sounds like.
Okay.
Which I think that's pretty good actually.
No, that sounds good.
So I read the things. You know what you're dealing with. So then Demiurge walks up towards the job board. Is there something for me to read here? There's not, but I'm going to read this part. The townmaster's hall has sturdy stone walls, a pitch wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. The job board next to the front door features a sparse number of notices, all written in common and in the same hand. Demiurge points out, these are tales people have told, which are not official jobs. They've never been officiated, but if you take one, it might lead you towards something. And then he points over to like the actual job notices. These are official jobs where you can get paid to doing things. It seems like there are 3 right now. I will pick them off and hand you all 3, and you may choose the one you think is the best to start with.
I mean, Mykiel has good enough eyesight. He can just read it, right? From the job posting.
You could, but
I
I
mean,
think
he's got really good eyesight.
they're. You sure you don't want me to just give you cards? Because there's cards here.
Okay, sure. Give me cards.
You don't have to. It's written the exact same, but since there's cards, I figured I might as well just use them. But you really don't.
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
So he hands you Dwarven Excavation Quest. He hands you. Some of these are hard to actually see. The Gnome Guard Quest, and he hands you Umbrage Hill Quest. You have all three now, right?
Yes.
Can you see them?
Yes. I'm reading the Dwarven one first.
I can't actually see any of them in your hand. It probably
Dwarven Excavation Quest.
no.
Dwarf
I know what they
Prospectors.
say, but yeah,
Okay,
it just
yeah,
doesn't let
I'm
me.
reading it. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved into the
So
air. Wait,
I was
what?
gonna read it too, while you can read along, because I
Okay,
have
go
the
ahead.
same thing. Hang on. Yeah, GMC's number of cards. There we go. It didn't. Okay. So, Dwarven Excavation Quest. Dwarf prospectors found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here, and have been working an archaeological dig seeking treasure and relics. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved in the area. Take the warning to them, then return to Townmaster Harbin Wester to collect a reward of 50 gold pieces. Gnomengard Quest. A clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengard are known for their magical inventions, and they might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. Kill them if you can, too, because they're mages. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it to yourself, Townmaster Harbin Wester will pay you 50 gold pieces for it. Umbrage Hill Quest. The local midwife, an acolyte of Shantae named Adabra Gwyn, lives by herself in a stone windmill on the side of a hill a few miles south of Phandalin. With dragon sightings becoming more common, it's not safe for her to be alone. Urge Adabra to return to Phandalin. Once she's safe, visit Townmaster Harbin Wester to claim a reward of 25 gold pieces. They'll probably lock her up. Demetrius, they'll probably lock her up. Which quest seems the most fitting for you?
I say we take all three.
Demir just goes at the same time.
Well, so they're all south. So if we start by visiting the Nomergade in the southeast, we can grab items that might help us if we run into any dragons or anything along the way. We then head west, which will put us into Brea Gwen's living area. And then we continue all the way west to the evacuation or the excavation site.
So, where are you suggesting we go first?
So we would start east and work our way west, unless you feel that it would be better off to go the other direction.
What quest is first?
So it would be the Nomergade first.
Brigade. So they are.
Because they're southeast, and then the Umbrage Hill is south, and then southwest is the Dwarven site. So if you go essentially south and then just work your way west, that's what you'll hit.
Possibly. I'm trying to find out where the hell it tells me to go anyway. The caves in Omengard are carved in the base. Okay. So it's around Phandalin.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think you're supposed to see this map, but I am, and I don't like how it's hidden from me. So I'm just gonna make them visible. Oh, that's why they're hidden. So I guess it says you shouldn't be able to see it, but I'll let you see it. I'm gonna use your token just to show this is where you guys are.
By the way, you have mounts. I want mounts.
You're asking
Did
for
you
a
see all
lot
the-
from someone who
Did
doesn't.
you see all the mounts you have?
Yes.
I mean, not right now.
Of
Just
course, not right now. Alright, that's where you are right now. Alright, so you want to go to... Actually, to be fair, is Umbridge Hill is actually closer to the Nomengard. So Umbridge Hill is closest, then Nomengard, and then the Dwarven Excavation.
okay.
If you want to do it all in one swoop.
Yes.
Alright, so I have to move the maps in because you want to do all in one swoop. So, Umbridge Hill, Nomengard, and Dwarven Excavation. Okay. Alright. Demiurge says, are you ready to head out then?
Yes. By your lead.
Very well. So I assume you start at U1. Let me read it real quick. Yep. So you can see everything, but
I mean, I'm still looking at the town.
correct. Right now you are. I was
Right.
looking at, but I meant like, because I'm taking off the dynamic light of sight, so you can just see everything. So I don't need to hide anything. So I can just drop you in. You know, I just realized I never did. I never fucking put Demiurge's token in there. I have it made. I just never uploaded it. There we go. HP, AC. You can see his name and his aura, but that's it. Just like I do for every player. You select a token. Alright. After walking your way all the way down to Umbridge Hill for the quest to... Do you remember? Do you remember what you're doing here?
Yes, we're trying to warn the lady that she needs to evacuate.
Correct. You get to Umbridge
Because
Hill.
of all the dragon sightings we've seen.
Built on the... You can see it, right?
Yes.
Built on the slope of Umbridge Hill is an old stone windmill surrounded by an iron fence. A large winged monster with a spiky tail is trying to knock down the windmill's front door. A woman appears in the second floor window, waves at you, and yells, "A little help!"
I knew I recognized this freaking name.
That's not a problem, is it?
No. Demiurge, are you ready?
Yes. As you look around, it seems, roll history. Dwarves were buried under these rock piles, but their bones, armor, and weapons have disintegrated long ago.
Like ancient or
Yeah.
recent?
Ancient.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. If you're ready, Mykiel fires at the beast.
So these are hills, just so you know. This is a This is plus 40 feet. What the fuck does that mean?
Well, you said I could see her.
She's appearing at the window and screaming at you guys. She's on a huge, huge slope.
Right. And you said we could see him.
Are you really gonna just attack though?
Yeah. I mean, unless Mykiel... See, Mykiel usually would try to persuade the beast to join with him, but I don't know if he still has that personality quirk. Because that's when he had, like, a good idea of powers and, like, some trump cards. He doesn't know that now. So there's obviously something hostile. So yeah, unless he knows that he can talk to it and has a chance, he's going to, he already confirmed with his frontliner that he's ready. So he would just be ready to fire.
I'm confused what these pluses mean. Oh, okay, so plus 40 feet to go up, so it's 15 plus 40. That's what I'm gonna assume.
That luckily would not affect my my spell.
So this would be plus 40. So 90. And then plus 30. It'd be plus 40 each step. That's what I think it says, so. It absolutely would affect the range of your spell.
How do you figure? It flies in a straight line. So it doesn't matter if it's 120 feet up, 120 feet
But what's the
down,
range? Because
120 feet.
Okay, well, this is 35, but then it's plus 40 for every step. So this would be 80, 120 right there. No, it's not. That's, yeah, 80, 120, 160, etc. No, then up here it'd be plus 30.
But what I'm saying is, so when you walk up a hill, you're walking as an arch. You're arching up and over. Whereas the spell, if I can see it, it's a straight line. It's not like firing a bow. It's only traveling 120 feet. So instead of like going straight from here, like level, and then all of a sudden have to arch up 40 feet, it just fires straight from here, straight at him.
I guess.
It's not traveling. It's not traveling with the
curvature. There's no surprise since you weren't trying to be stealthy, neither was it.
No.
So, initiative rolls. Well. You got a 900 too.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do what you do.
All right. So I fired at the damn thing. What level am I?
5.
All right. Cool. All right. Do both hit?
21, 25. They do.
Do both hit?
I should have muted that. There you go. Dealing 17 damage to the Manticore. Is that it?
That is it.
The Manticore quickly turns around, noticing you, and thinks you'd be a more delicious snack than the one it has right there. So by the same logic, if it just flies straight, it won't have to worry about this.
Yeah. Because it's flying.
They can go about there. So it flies straight. But it can't quite reach you yet because of the... Oh, just because it can't. So while it's flying, Mykiel, it tries to throw 3 of its spiked tails at you as it flings it, uses its tail.
Just making sure it can hover, right?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah.
Pretty much
as long as it can end its turn.
Anything can hover, as long as you don't become...
Yeah, as long as it can end its turn in midair, then it can fly in a straight line.
Pretty much anything that flies can end its turn midair.
I might be confusing it with Pathfinder, but I know that there's certain
I
restrictions.
think you are confusing with Pathfinder, because pretty much anything that fly can hover. As long as you don't get knocked prone, you're pretty much fine. Its tail flings back 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. One is biting to its claws or through its tail spikes. As it tries to fling them all at you. 23, 14, and 10.
All hit. No, the 10 doesn't.
Right. So one of the spikes stick in you and hit you for a solid 4 damage. Then the other one hits your side too for 9 damage. Holy shit! Did it just roll poorly on that 4? Yeah. So a total of 13 damage as 2 tail spikes quickly hit you.
Ow. You said 14, right?
Yes.
Well, there goes half my health really fast.
Dabber looks on in horror as she thinks now the Manticore will kill you all. Demiurge looks at you, getting just hurt with the tail spikes, and he's... Oh, yeah. And he just looks at you, then he walks up here. 30. And then, all of a sudden, he just flickers out and appears right here. Demiurge says teleport.
It's cool.
Yeah. He draws his longsword and tries to attack the Manticore. But he misses completely, as the Manticore kind of just flies away from it. But as it's trying to fly, Demiurge with his whip and his other hand tries to whip the Manticore as it's running away. And he hits for a solid 7 damage. The Manticore looks pretty pissed, Mykiel. It's your turn.
He's gonna fire again.
Firing again. You hit both times. Ooh. Let me use my new crit table thing I like to do. So don't roll damage for the second one. So
oh,
8 for the
shit.
first one. So the first one strikes, dealing a solid 8 damage. But then your second one, where's my spell? I don't think I have a spell one. I have bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. I don't have a spell one. Well, looks like I might have to drag in the... Where's my transmogrifier tool? Let's see if I can grab one from here. Where is my table? Table. I don't think I have it saved. Or maybe these are just weapons. I'm not sure which is which right now. Okay, no, I do have it. So you're level 5, so I'll do magic crit too. Did that just not get added in, or what? That should be right fucking here. Rollable tables. Yeah, it says it's here. Oh, because it's right here. Okay. Roll. Okay, well that one, the spell's effect doesn't matter because it hits. But maximum damage. So you deal a solid 15 plus 10, 25 damage total as it kind of explodes on the Manticore's paw. Is that it?
That ends my turn. Yep.
The Manticore looks on. It makes a tail spike 2 at you, Mykiel, and then turns around to backfire 1 at Demiurge right away. Right in his eyes. So 2 at you and then 1 at Demiurge with disadvantage. 2 at you and 1 at Demiurge. Oh my god. 21, 22, and then a nat 20 on Demiurge. Mykiel, you take 7 piercing damage as the 2 things pierce you. As Demiurge, it turns around and does a solid fucking, what is it, 13 right in his fucking mask. Adabra's looking on pretty scared. Demiurge uses his longsword to try to slash one more time. And he hits, and with the same slash, he then readies his whip and wha-cha! Indiana Jones is that shit, but completely misses, dealing 8 slashing damage with his longsword. The Manticore looks almost dead, Mykiel. It looks hurt badly.
Do these things offer any kind of cover?
If you lay on him, under him, behind him.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna shoot him first.
You hit. Miss second time. With the first blast, you ready your staff and aim it directly at the Manticore. A blast runs forth, striking the head of the Manticore, going right through it. It kind of like lifts its head up for a second, as if unsure what just happened, before its wings just kind of stop for a second, and it plummets to the ground, crashing hard, rolling down the mountain, completely dead. Combat is over.
Mykiel breathes out a big sigh.
Demiurge goes, ugh.
So, Mykiel kind of walks over and like pokes the thing with his staff.
It seems lifeless.
Well, that was a thing.
Yes.
Is there anything to loot or skin? Anything I know that has value?
Nope.
All right. You wouldn't happen to have any expertise in healing, would you?
Me? No.
Shame. Anyways, let's go free the chick we came to save and maybe rest here for a bit.
As you approach the building, you find this is the ruins of a house. A fireplace is all that remains of the old house. As you come in, Adabra rushes open what remains of her door. This is the millstone. The mill on the ground floor. There's a millstone on the ground floor. She uses to grind herbs and other ingredients and for poultices and potions. She goes, "Oh, thank you." And she goes, "Are you hurt?"
I'm pretty hurt.
Here is a potion I just brewed. I didn't add that because you were hurt. She literally gives you guys a potion for helping her.
Oh, good. Mykiel's gonna drink it.
And if you need any more, I sell potions for gold. You drink it. What is it? It's 2d4 plus 2, right?
I think so.
You heal for 6 HP.
Brother, nothing.
What? So, what did you guys come all this way for?
There was a quest to come and get you to evacuate into town. There's been, looks to be, he refers to the quest that he still has in his pocket. Seems to be a lot of dragon sightings around this area.
I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna stay here.
Mykiel just kind of looks down at the manticore and then back. Yeah, yes, clearly that's a smart decision.
I make poultices and potions. I'm the only one who can, who's not a wizard or a mage. So, I mean, without me, it's like asking for the townspeople to be doomed in general. Where else could they get potions?
I mean,
I'm
if
fine.
you evacuate, you can set up shop in town, or simply suspend potion making while the threat looms. We are going to continue on and possibly take care of some of the threats. However, if you're concerned about the people, they're going to have a harder time getting potions if you're dead than just temporarily out of business.
How about I just write you a note that you can bring to the townmaster that confirms my safety? I'm sure that'll suffice.
I'm pretty sure the whole point is to confirm your safety, which Mykiel again looks at the manticore and looks at all the damage. Doesn't appear to be so.
Look, I can just write a letter saying I'm safe. You took care of the manticore. We're all good.
Mykiel, being out of the loop, turns to Demirage and asks him what his take on the political climate is. And seeing as how I'm only seeing this stuff via the quest paper, what does he believe her chances are if we leave her?
He kind of shrugs and he said, the paper did say just to urge her, not to fully bring her back.
Mykiel feels like he knows stuff.
Demir just says,
No, I mean, he doesn't actually. So the thing says to see her once she's safe. Would you agree that she is safe here? Or more importantly, this person I've never met that has to accept our job well done, would they believe that she is safe here?
if she's writing the note that says she's safe, I think they'd believe it. As for what I think, honestly, I don't really care.
Very well.
She is just a human.
Obviously, I cannot force you to return.
If you would like to take her in chains, you can.
I don't know if the town would see us favorably if we literally escort someone we're supposed to be saving back to town in chains. Keep in mind, we're already banking a lot on your reputation to vouch for me. I don't think we need to go spreading even worse rumors, do you?
That is a fair point. So, what do you...
Anyways, seeing as how we cannot force you, I guess we'll just have to take your note. But I would definitely say that if something attacked you once, especially if it's bad enough that they're actually recalling any citizens from outside the gate, you're probably going to be in a very, very dangerous situation.
Manticore. I was supposed to show you that, I guess, but there it is anyway.
We've actually faced a Manticore before, so luckily I know what it was. I mean, maybe not Mykiel, but I did.
She goes, I'll write you the letter. And she writes a note and hands it to you. Show that to Town Master Harp and everything will be fine. I'm going to keep making potions. And you can come back here if you ever want to buy any.
Mykiel nods and asks Demirage if we should take a quick, like, half-hour short rest.
Demirage is like, no. Probably not here. Wouldn't be wise.
Very well. All right, I guess we're leaving.
All right. Leaving. Okay. And you're on your way now towards...
So now we're going to Umbridge, right?
You're already at Umbridge. You're going to...
Oh, now we're going to the
Nomagard?
Nomagard. I am escorting Demirage to Nomagard.
This map is lagging me like crazy. My Roll20 is crashing the minute I open that. Yep. Get rid of that stuff. So... Alright. This is a big map, that's why. So I have to find out where... to go to Nomengard locations. I assume it puts you right here. Yeah, about. Okay. Alright, let's put you and Demiurge in the same thing. And you make off towards Nomengard. You follow a stream uphill to the base of the mountain, where waterfall erosion has carved out a natural concavity. The roaring waterfall creates a cloud of mist that plunges into a shallow pool of water, within which rises two small islands covered with a 2-foot tall red and green and purple mushrooms. Several cave openings overlook the pool from the rocky ledges 20 to 30 feet above. The mountain blocks any sunlight from reaching this place. So
Why are we in
technically,
the water?
you might be up here. I'm not actually fucking sure where you are. It does not tell me at all. Yeah, you're on the bridge, I assume. You're, like, right there.
Mykiel looks around to see if he sees anyone or sees kind of where like the reception.
You don't see anyone at all.
Ooh, I'm not saying this on stream.
Okay. Where? Okay. And 7. That's not good. As you get here, doom, doom, you hear like the flapping of wings. It seems the dragon that was warned about has had just started flying over this area, and it spots you two, and it looks like it's hungry.
Well, that is very bad.
Yeah. So every time you guys leave a place or go a place, I roll on the map, and that's where it goes. And it got a 7, which is Nomengard. Initiative rolls.
Is running an option?
I mean, it is. Demiurge says, "Look out!" and like readies himself. The young white dragon swoops down and does a cold breath on you both. No, he doesn't. He tries to bite you. And all his attacks miss. Oh shit. It's your turn, Mykiel. He's super close. He seems hungry, but you feel like you could, if you can fend it off for a bit, he might retreat.
How close is he?
If you try to leave his range, he'll get an attack of opportunity.
So he's close enough that any of my ranged spells
Will not
have
this.
disadvantage.
No.
Okay. Well, Guess I just have to go for it. Wow. Nice rolls now.
Both attacks miss. Demiurge like swaps places with you, and then tries to use his longsword and whip to attack the beast. And he hits both times. He slashes and whips at the dragon, dealing enough damage. The dragon like doesn't even want to fight right now. It's like, I'm just hungry, and he's like, he flies off. He'll be back.
Probably. Does he take long enough that I get a
if
shot?
you want, but it's not gonna do anything. He's too strong for you.
I mean,
his health is gonna reset the minute he leaves. So if you want
okay,
to just say
that's what I was asking. I'm like, okay, you know, if our health isn't resetting, then does his health reset? Like if we go to the next area,
it
and
does because he just leaves and goes eat somewhere else.
then okay.
You only need to do 10 damage to make him retreat every time it says though. So.
All right. Thanks for the metagaming.
Eh. I'm learning as I'm doing it too. So.
Huh?
I have to learn as I'm doing it too. I mean.
Yeah.
This is the first time I'm doing a solo fucking thing.
It's
This is meant for level 1s, by the way. So like that dragon can just appear fucking anywhere and start trying to eat the players. That's what it says.
So I just want to point out, if we were level 1, I would have been dead.
That Manticore was meant for level 3s.
Level what?
3s.
Okay, that's slightly better. He wouldn't insta-killed me, but he would have insta knocked me out.
Right. It's meant for, I don't know really what it's meant for. Players to hide behind the rocks and shit, I guess. Alright, well, I assume you can go in either of the things. Or you can dive into the water and get in the other ones.
So which way did we come in?
I don't know. I fucking have no goddamn clue.
I go into the area we didn't come from, I guess.
Maybe you're not even there. I have no fucking clue. You see where it says G1? I assume that meant where you start, but the thing it says you look down on it. So I have no fucking clue. It says you follow a stream uphill. So maybe
we would be coming up.
You guys would be up here, probably.
Well, no, because the waterfall's here. So yeah, so the stream would we'd be coming this way.
Yeah, I assume. There. That works.
That looks good.
And we'll just say that shit happened right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, do you remember what you're here for?
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and look for people.
Do you remember what you're here for?
Yes. There's magical inventors here, and we're to see if we can gain any magical instruments or artifacts that might be of use, and anything that I'm willing to. Well, it doesn't say anything. I think it says if I give one of them to the town, I get gold. Unfortunately, it doesn't say everything I give gets me gold. So I just need to get some cool stuff for me and hopefully something for the town. So I'm looking for inventors. I'm looking for anyone at this point. Since I'm over here, I guess... Where are the entrances?
I mean, you can see, I guess, like...
So this looks like a possible entrance to somewhere. I don't see anything over here, by the way. Like, I'm cut off right here, so... Okay, so... Alright, so there's an entrance there, entrance there. Is this like the other one? Is this the entrance as well?
You should see it.
And then, yeah, and so 2, 4, 5? 5 entrances
1,
total?
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then the waterfall.
I guess I just start with the first one we see. Knock, knock.
There's no door. I have to reveal the area, but there's no actual...
I mean, he enters what looks to be like a doorway, even if there is no door, and still says knock, knock. Like, he's announcing his...
It just seems like a cavern that you could walk into. Pretty much.
Is this a wall over here?
No, I mean there is a wall, but there's.
Okay. Because keep in mind, I have 120 feet
I know,
of
but I
sight.
can't exactly show everything.
Well, no, I get that. That's why I wanted to know if there was. I didn't see the wall,
I mean,
so I didn't know if that you just
I could
kind of
do
chose an
that if that
arbitrary.
helps.
I mean, no. I mean, I don't care what you do. I was just making sure. Uh, damage. I don't necessarily feel comfortable going in the melee range and taking the lead.
Very well.
We're just looking for anyone at this point, and I follow damage wherever he goes.
This appears to be a dining room. Several dining chairs and tables are sized for small folk. A stout wooden cabinet against the east holds tin dishware and utensils.
Is this a dead end?
No.
Okay.
Which way?
Might as well go to the end. Hopefully find the dead end and then work our way back.
Opening a door, this kitchen is furnished with gnomes in mind, so everything is either close to the floor or ready reachable by tugging on an overly complicated rope and pulley mechanism. 5 gnome recluses busy themselves here. One female uses a poker to stoke the fire, a hot iron stove standing against the east wall. A male uses a complicated press-like contraption to squeeze oil out of a big red mushroom and filter the liquid into 4 oil flasks. Another female stands atop a low table and uses a mechanical rolling pin contraption to knead bread dough. The severed caps of several big green mushrooms are set around her. Another male forms the dough into loaves of green bread, his tongue
Does
sticking out.
Mykiel remember that he likes females more than males?
You're not. You can tell you're not gay.
Okay, good. That would suck.
Some of them look at you, but like they don't really concern themselves. They're just kind of just.
Mykiel says hello and kind of waves and tries to get anyone's attention.
Huh? Some of them reply.
I was told that there might be places to cure some magical inventions.
Well, if you wanna, you might want to talk to Fibblestib or Dabbledob. They're in the
And
workshop.
and where would I find the workshop?
Joyville, you want to go with them? No? Joyville, go with them. Okay. One of the female recluses says, I'll go with you. I guess.
Mykiel nods. Thank you, or bows his head. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
And she leads you to Area 11. This way. You overhear an argument between 2 rock gnome recluses, a male and a female. As no one guards foremost inventors, they are trying to dream up an invention that will cure King Corbiz's madness. Fibblestib's proposal, the male, is a sanity ray. But Dabbledob thinks that's dumb and wants to build something called a straitjacket instead.
Mykiel kind of comes in and greets them with a slight wave. Hello.
You might be able to help us.
I would be glad to.
Listen, the male, what's his fucking name? These guys have really weird names, and I don't like it. Fibblestib. Yeah, the male Fibblestib walks up. And he tells you everything is thrown over the place. It's fucking super hard to tell which is which. Listen, right? We have two married kings who rule in tandem. Canerkle, and Corbos, like we were just talking about. I'm sure you overheard of us. Corbos recently lost his mind and is keeping Canerkle as prisoner. We don't know why. He has gone mad. And we don't know what to do. We don't want to harm either king, but Corbos has become a danger to himself and others. And not only that, 2 gnomes have mysteriously vanished within the last 10 days. No one except King Corbos know that.
Is it my turn to talk?
Sure.
I am very sorry to hear that. I would be happy to help. And I hate to dump some more bad news on you, but we were just attacked by a white dragon as we got here. Apparently, it has been raiding the nearby areas. That is why we sought you out.
Oh, jeez. That's not good. But we can't.
No, it is not.
What do you want us to do about it? We're dealing with our own stuff, as you can see here.
We were sent here to see if you had any magical inventions or gadgetry that would be of use with fighting said dragon.
If you want our help, then you gotta help us.
Very well. Point me in a direction and I will be happy to help.
Why is that not letting me open this fucking thing? Whatever. Yeah, well, he's pretty much just up this way. Just take a right, and then go straight. But he's locked in there, so it's not like you're gonna be able to get in there.
Does anyone have a key?
No, he's the king, and the second king.
Do you not have the ability to create a key?
No.
What about taking the door off the hinges?
You can't do that. That's illegal.
What about creating a new door?
You're asking a lot. We can't go against our king.
Ah, but you're not going against your king. You're helping them.
Still going against them. He's gone mad. He could just kill us all.
But are you not doing it to support the other king?
No, we don't want to hurt any of them. We just want.
Well, what I mean is, you're not going against either one,
well,
but you are trying to help.
Because he's locked him in. We're going against the king, regardless of our intentions. It's still going against the king.
Anyways, I just need some assistance getting in there so that I can resolve this issue for you.
We don't know how to do it.
Very well. I guess I proceed up to the door.
Sure.
And then he turns to Demiurge and asks if he happens to have any skills that might be helpful.
No.
I guess I examine the door.
It's a door. It's a regular door.
So not reinforced, nothing special.
This door doesn't appear to be locked. This is not the door they were talking about.
Oh. Which... Oh, yeah, they were talking down... Sorry, my quest cards were out and blocking the path. Alright. Wait. Is this the path I go down or the bottom path I go down?
Either one leads to the same place. If you go the same way you're talking about, just right and straight. So.
Okay. I go that way.
Sure.
And I examine the door that is at the end.
It's locked. King
What?
Corvos has locked himself and King Gnurkly in the bedroom. Who's there?
My name is, Saruman the White.
What do you want?
I am on a quest to seek aid. Your, what would this be considered? Nomagade?
Gnome Garden.
Your known garb is at risk from a white dragon.
I don't care about that. They can't get in the caves.
But its deadly breath can.
Can't get all of us.
This is true.
What do you want? What you hear?
As I said, my quest brought us here due to the dragon. We're supposed to assist, but also ask if you had any magical inventions that may help other areas fight against the dragon.
Hey, look, you want to help you get rid of the shape changer?
I would be happy to.
Go, get. Don't come back till it's gone.
Who is this?
Don't know.
Shape changer.
But there's a shape changer in the midst. I don't trust no one.
I would need to interrogate them one by one.
No. The shape changer can take any shape. Interrogating and change none.
We could ask questions only a real person would know.
See, but them shape chambers be tricky. We don't know if they take the shape, they get all the memories, you see? Interrogating can do none.
Mykiel racks his brain to know if he can remember anything that fits his description. Like, would Mykiel know any of the lore of a
There's
possible
tons
thing?
of things that can shape change.
Okay. And Mykiel knows this?
I mean, you can kind of recall pretty much lots of monsters that can change shape, sure.
All right, Mykiel responds.
In fact, the one that you remember the most, that fucking mimic that took a shape of a chest once that almost fucking straight killed James.
I mean, but I wouldn't remember that because it's tied to James.
But he told you there was a mimic there that took the shape of a chest, and you saw the chest in there before he went in. And he told you about the fight, so you wouldn't remember James, but you would remember a mimic.
Okay. Do I know if mimics get memories of stuff they take?
You're not sure.
Okay. I tell them that there's many things that could take the shape of things. Do they happen to have any information that would narrow it down?
No.
Is there a reason he's holding the other king hostage?
No one's gonna take Corballs from me. I mean, I am Corballs. No one's gonna take Gnurkle from me.
I'm not asking to take him. I'm asking to make sure he's okay. And why
he is okay. He'll be okay as long as he's with me. Ain't no shape changer gonna get him.
But why is he imprisoned?
Prison? He's in here with me. Just unconscious due to trauma. Not head trauma, but like emotional trauma.
It sounds like he needs assistance.
No. I trust none. I know I'm not a shape changer. I know he's not either. But I don't trust any one of y'all.
How can you know you're not a shape changer?
I know I'm not a shape changer.
But if you got the real one's memories, how do you know you're not?
I don't like your tries. You might be the shape changer.
If I was a shape changer, why would I take a shape that you don't even recognize?
Maybe to put me off guard and be like, oh, I don't know him, so I can ask for help. I don't know. I don't know how you shape changers play.
I also have a friend. He is not a shape changer.
I don't know. You can't split apart. You're making me very wary. You want our help, you go kill that shape changer. Otherwise, I'm gonna do something.
Mykiel takes a moment and turns to Demarige and then turns back. I think I fought your shape changer. He knew he was outclassed, and so he took the shape of a white dragon, and we drove it off.
Roll deception. Insight is wisdom, right?
Uh-huh.
19. You lie! You lie! Why would it be a dragon?
Dragons are very powerful just in their physical state.
You lie! You lie! You lie!
If you were going to fight, why wouldn't you take the best physical shape you could?
You lie. I don't like them liars. You might be the shape changer. Go on. Don't come back until you have proof it's dead.
Mykiel turns around and sighs.
That was a way to just pass the quest, by the way.
What, just deceive him?
Yeah, just like, no, it's dead. We killed it. Or, hey, it's gone.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, it has really good roll.
I mean, it just, out of a D20 plus 0, it got a 19.
Anyways, I tell the people what we're dealing with, and I ask them if they know anything that could either be used to find something that could pass as one, or if there's anything suspicious that he might actually be right. Because I have vague recollections that sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
Maybe ask Corballs how he knows about a shape changer.
That would have been a smart idea, and he goes back and does so.
You go back and you ask Corballs about how he knows about a shape changer. I was attacked, you see? So I know it's real. It was a...
And how were you attacked?
It was a 10-foot rug in the throne room. It just came out and bite my ass.
See. Anything else that can help me investigate this?
You can go look in the throne room. Maybe it's still there. It was a rug.
I am going to go look. I just need to know if there was anything else.
It's just down the hall from here. Shouldn't be too hard to miss.
Okay, I go to the throne room.
Sure. G14. Situated atop a stone dais are 2 squat thrones made of scrap metal and sized for gnomes. There is no rug.
Alright. I look to see if there's any signs of anything, whether I can see scuff marks on the floor from the rug moving or something.
Investigation.
Investigation.
You can't quite tell, but it is truly a shape changer. Perhaps, who knows?
I tell Demarige what we're looking for, and I ask if he notices anything.
No. I can look, but I doubt it. Investigation. Yeah, I can't see anything.
He nods. Now he goes and talks to the people about this shape changer.
What do you want us to do? Poke it with a stick?
Well, was there ever a rug in that room?
Maybe? Was there ever a rug in that room? Wait, who are you talking to? You're in the throne room.
No, I'm talking to the people.
But you're in the throne room. Okay.
Talking to people.
Maybe? I don't remember.
None of you remember if there was a rug there?
No. If you want, we can just go around poking shit.
I mean, you could do that.
might get us killed though, and we don't want to do that.
Has anyone been acting suspiciously?
No, but I mean, like a lot of us just seem to vanish like every couple fucking days, and that's kind of suspicious. Though if there is a shape changer, maybe the shape changer is assuming their shape or a shape of an object. I mean, after all, you said a rug, so maybe it took the shape of a rug. And if that's the case, then maybe it can take a shape of anything. Maybe it can take a shape of a barrel. Maybe you should go to our barrel room. Joybook can lead you to the barrel room.
Okay, let's
What?
go to the barrel room.
Joybook looks at you. I'm running away when we get there.
Why?
I'm not gonna fight a mimic.
Are we
I
sure
shouldn't
it's a mimic?
I shouldn't have said that. I'm tired as hell. Well, I'm not gonna fight a shape changer.
Anyways, you don't need to fight.
Yeah, so I'm running away the minute we get there.
Just wait outside if you could.
She leads you to the barrel room. And then she runs away. Nope. Bye. Going back to the kitchen. This room contains 12 40-gallon barrels set in a wide alcoves. Each barrel is secured by a wooden brace. The barrels in the south one have been trapped with tapped with wooden spigots. 2 of those barrels are half full and 2 are nearly empty. 7 of the 8 barrels in the north and east are untapped and full of mushroom wine.
Demiurge, do you know how to find a mimic?
If you attack it, maybe it'll defend itself.
Great. I guess let's just get in position and just poke them one by one, and when you find it, we'll kill it.
Okay. I'll take this side. I'll take this side. You take that side.
All right. You do yours first, then I'll do one.
Demiurge slices at the barrel, causing damage to it, which might upset all the fucking gnomes in this place. Probably not this one.
Mykiel starts with the one on the left.
Doing what?
Um, Test it with holy fire.
You ignite the barrel, spreading the fire to all these barrels, and they all get destroyed. You ruin everything that was in them. And the barrels. Oh boy, this might really piss off the gnomes.
Yeah. This might go very badly.
Demiurge slashes this one. It's just a barrel. And ruins whatever was inside, if there was stuff inside. I'm not sure which ones had the wine or not, but...
He's going to try a different step. Uses a skeletal hand to hit this one here.
Initiative roll. That's a crit fail. As the hand approaches where the barrel would be, the mimic snaps out.
Okay.
And how was its speed? 15. It dashes towards you. Your turn, Mykiel. This is what appears to be a monster-fied barrel. This is probably the shape changer they were talking about.
Mykiel is going to take the disengage action and back up just around this corner.
Oh,
And that ends his turn since he took the disengage action.
Demiurge runs up and attempts to attack but missing both times. As the Mimic then turns around, it tries to bite into Demiurge, hitting for 16 damage. Demiurge is in pain. Mykiel.
Can I see him from here? Like if I poke my head
Nope.
out?
Nope. You gotta step down, and even then he'd get a little bit of cover.
Alright, I step here. Can I see him kind of now?
Yeah, he'll still get cover though.
Sacred Flame.
$18.
It passes.
He just takes no damage at all. He just... Okay. That it?
Yes.
Demiurge attempts to strike at it with its sword and his... You know what? No, he's not. Demiurge is going to disengage and get the fuck out of there because he's going to die. Yep.
I do not see where Demiurge just... Oh, okay.
Oh, the Mimic's turn. It dashes right here. Okay.
Is going to disengage.
You're either going to get Demiurge or the gnomes killed.
Disengages to here. I mean, if he's going to kill Demiurge, frontliner, I know he's going to kill me, so I'm not going to stand right next to him.
Demiurge's turn. He's going to try to attack it. Because you're a pussy. And he deals 14 plus 7, 21 damage to the Mimic. As he slices and whips it. The Mimic in turn tries to bite him. 15. Just barely misses. Mykiel.
What should I do? Mykiel moved to here.
Okay. What? How? Did you dash or something?
He dashed. Yep. That's all I could do.
Demiurge is gonna attack again, trying to kill it. Hitting both times, dealing a solid 19 damage to the fucking thing. And as an action surge, he's gonna walk back here. Take the fucking attack of opportunity, like a man. Wrong thing. Crit fail bite. It's funny. Bites its tongue. Oh, I'll have disadvantage in this roll. He's going to try to fucking snare this shit. Strength saving throw to the mimic. Ten or 9. It both fails. The mimic is restrained. Mimic's gonna try to break out. Mimic break 21. Mimic breaks out, just fucking bolts down and tries to bite. Demiurge. 17 hits Demiurge. It bites for a solid 18 damage. Holy shit. Mykiel.
Can I see past Demiurge?
How tall are you? 6
6
foot. I'm pretty sure Demiurge is 5'8". He is.
All right, I'll just play it safe.
9.
Just shooting past him. I will just, you know what I haven't used in a while? Toll the Dead, which doesn't work.
And do shit. Try to roll it again.
Huh? I don't know why it's broken there. Okay, I'll just pass it from the spell sheet.
What the fuck is it doing? Oh, I guess because you're level 5, it does fucking. Yeah.
Huh?
Alright. Necrotic. He has to make a wisdom save. 19.
19 saves again.
Nothing happens to it. Demiurge is about to die, so he disengages and runs over here. Mimic's turn. Boom. And he's going to try to bite you. Razzle dazzle! Rah! That's a crit fail. It bites its fucking tongue again. Mykiel.
Disengage action. Ends my turn.
Demiurge. Disengage and run. Mimic dashes to you. Mykiel.
Disengage.
Demiurge is going to hide. Mimic's going to dash to you. You can't. Eventually, you're going to have to take a fucking opportunity attack
Huh?
or attack it.
Fine, toll the dead again.
18. Demiurge hides and try to catch his breath. By doing that, he uses second wind. And tries to come back up. Hurt your feet. Mimic's turn. Turns around and bites you. Arr! 11 misses.
Thank God.
Mykiel.
But when he does that, we use one of my spell slots.
Oh.
Hellish Rebuke.
What level spell is that?
Level 3.
I need you to roll me a d20. 13. Tiny, insubstantial motes of light circle the caster, shedding bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. Nomengard is a source for wild magic.
Is what?
A source for wild magic. I need you to roll me a d20 2 more times. So I already rolled one, so another one after that d8. So 8 and 18. The caster's skin turns blue. For an hour, your skin is blue, and 18.
Mykiel, for some reason, feels like this has happened before.
And now you're inside this barrel.
Okay.
You teleport up to 60 feet in a random direction chosen by the DM. You're in that barrel now.
Okay.
Hellish Rebuke. Dex save or half damage?
Yes.
13. That's a fail. It takes 25 damage. It explodes in flames and dies. Combat is over, and you're inside a barrel. And blue. Demiurge runs back up, like very, very badly hurt, and he just sees you inside a barrel and blue. What?
I climb out of the barrel.
You climb out of the barrel.
Well, that was annoying. I pick up the remains of the mimic.
There are no remains. You burnt it.
That isn't good.
We'll probably have
All
to
right.
convince him, but first we should probably rest up here in this barrel room and act like we've just been fighting.
Yeah, let's rest.
And this is where we'll end it for now, because I'm tired and hungry and haven't eaten my fucking dinner yet.
Mykiel's unhappy that he didn't get a pet.
Okay. Well, Mykiel doesn't remember anything, so...
I know. Then I am unhappy Mykiel didn't get a pet.
So running solo is not that bad. But it clearly shows it's designed for more people.
It's not bad.
Oh, it's not bad.
Unfortunately, it's still very combat oriented.
Yeah.
I mean, I only assume. I don't know how you would do a peaceful option on the mana.
I mean, you could if you succeeded, you could have just bypassed it all.
Well, right, but you can't complete the quest without engaging the mana core, I would assume.
Oh, the mana core? Yeah, you can.
How?
You talk to it. It's a mana core. It can speak. It's very intelligent. You can offer it things to leave. Like meat. Literally, it literally tells me an option. You could just offer it pounds of meat or even gold, and it'll be like, sure, fuck it, I'll leave.
Bully Mykiel had his tangent for asking stuff.
Well, Mykiel is back, but no longer as Mykiel. And this
He has animal handling. One day he will find out that he can.
And this could lead into many, many things.
Yes. It now sets it up so that if we ever did get into a situation where I bring Mykiel into one of the main campaigns, we at least know the backstory in which how he came back.
Yep. Also means your kid would be alive, but like only like a year and a half.
Yeah. I was totally going to use Speak of the Dead on the freaking corpse of James. Because it doesn't have a time limit. It just says as long as it has a mouth. and something else. Forget what it was.
We'll end it now. And